Your students don't need another spicy flow. They need sequences they can actually use in real life. Like this one, you can do without getting out of bed. I'm Sage Rountree, and I help yoga teachers plan creative, practical classes with confidence. This hip, shoulder, and spine focused sequence works for anyone, anywhere, including in bed before they even start their day. Try it yourself first because you need to experience every sequence before you consider teaching it. Then try it with your students and let me know in the comments how it feels. I'll send you the full lesson plan with more follow along videos when you sign up for my newsletter at the link in the description. And if you want ongoing support with fresh sequences like this to try every week, check out the yoga class prep station, link in the description. Start lying on your back. Hug your knees in toward your chest. Could feel nice to rock from side to side. Now move both hands over to your left knee. Keep your right knee roughly parallel to it. Find your breath, and as you inhale, extend your right foot up in the direction of the ceiling. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, straighten your right knee until you feel some feedback from your right hamstrings, and exhale, rebend. As we continue, when your foot is up, you could pull your toes toward your face, and when your foot is down, you could point your toes toward the floor. Keep going and notice how, as you do, you start to be able to straighten your knee slightly more. Keep everything well within a comfortable range of motion, though. We'll do about 3 more for a total of roughly 10. Whole inhale to lift, whole exhale to lower. One more time. Now straighten your right knee and keep it straight. Move your right foot around in space. Wiggle your toes, fan them. Imagine your foot were a fist. Open and close your fist. And if it feels good to you, relax your foot on the end of the stem of your leg and shake it like you're flicking water off your toes. Then pause that, press up through your heel, pull back through your toes, bring a big breath in, pull against your left knee, push your left knee back. As you exhale, lower your right leg down toward the floor. Now you could immediately bend your knee and rest your foot, or you can let your leg hover if that feels okay. Keep breathing. And as you breathe out, take your right heel down those last few inches to the floor. Your right hand can now come to your right hip. Your left hand will stay on your left leg and guide your left leg through some circles or semicircles or letter C's or infinity symbols or whatever feels good. This is your passive range of motion in your left hip. You're also welcome to go hands-free and make this about active range of motion for your hip. It's a slightly different feeling, so maybe trying both and then choosing one that works for you. This will eventually become a reclining tree pose. Let your knee angle over to the side and let the sole of your foot face in or touch your right leg. Once you're there, your arms might come up alongside your ears. They could be quite bent at the elbows. You might even hold one hand in the other. Or you can have your arms spread or your thumbs hooked together like you're making a shadow puppet eagle. Notice how when your arms are up, your rib cage lifts too, and there's a little back bend that happens. That's a way to stretch into your abs, so you don't need to fight it. You can stay exactly here, or you can shimmy your shoulders toward the left so you feel more of a stretch up the right. If you'd like a little bit more, you could tug on your right wrist or your right elbow with your left hand. After a few breaths, square your shoulders back over your hips. Reach your left hand down for your left leg. Guide it up toward the ceiling, pass it over to your right hand, and roll onto your outer right hip. As you cross your left leg over your body, it doesn't need to get to the floor. You can keep your toes hooked on your inner leg. Then drape your left arm out away from the direction your knee has gone. You can keep it exactly there, or you can move your left arm around in space. It could describe a semicircle or even an entire circle around your body. If you choose the circling action, take it in both directions. And eventually, let your left arm go somewhere that feels nice to stay. Let's have a few breaths. In time, unwind your twist and square everything back off on your mat again. It might be useful to press into your feet and reset your hips, press into your elbows and reset your shoulders, then hug your knees in towards your chest. Try a little rock from side to side. Here's the time, as we are in between sides, to notice what just happened, to compare and contrast. What do you feel in the front and the back line of your right leg? What do you feel in the inner and outer line of your left leg? We've also had a side bend, a back bend, and here we have a little bit of spinal flexion. We also had a twist. Well, let's do all of that on the second side. This time your hands will come to your right knee. Find your breath. As you inhale, extend your left leg at the knee until you feel feedback from your hamstrings. As you exhale, return back down, heel towards your bottom. Inhale, extend up. And exhale, come on back down. We're pulsing about 10 times here. There's no real magic to the number, so do what works for you. You might remember when your foot is up, you're welcome to flex your toes toward your face. And when your foot is down, you can point your toes toward the floor. That's a way to engage all the muscles on the front of your leg when your foot is up and all the muscles on the back of your leg when your foot is down. About 3 more. Now take your foot up and hold it up and move it around. This movement could be some circles, could be some wiggles of your toes, some opening and closing of your foot as if it were a fist. There's also the option, if it feels good for you, to relax your foot completely and shake it and flick it around up there. That sends a signal to your joints that the muscles that work the joints can let go for a moment, a way to really passively mobilize through the joint. All right, heel goes up, toes come down. Pull your hands against your right knee, push your right knee back against your hands. Have a big breath in. And as you exhale, lower your foot down. Maybe it immediately comes to the floor with your left knee bent. Maybe you keep your leg long and keep pressing out straight with the leg. Your heel pushes away from you and your toes pull back towards your face. Either way, one more breath in. We'll use an exhale. Take the heel down those last few inches. Now your left hand can come to your left hip to hold it semi-steady against the floor as you guide your right knee through space with your right hand. You might see I've tucked my fingers over the top of my kneecap here. I try to stay really passive with my right hip joint. But you also could do the active mobilization here with no hand. This will, in time, become a reclining version of tree pose. Your right knee will angle to the right. The sole of your right foot will face or touch your left leg. Once you've got your tree pose, you could take your arms overhead. They could come out to a T, a Y, to hold each other, to come behind your head like you're resting on the beach, or to hook your thumbs together, making that shadow puppet eagle. Let the back bend happen. Let there be a stretch through your abs here, and let your lower ribs flare up and open. We could layer in a side bend by working shoulders, head over to the right, feeding even more stretch up the left side. Don't force this. Keep everything free, easy, and keep your breath flow. Start to work your shoulders back over your hips. Sweep your right hand down to catch your right knees. Guide it up and pass it over to your left hand. Cross it over your body. As you arrive in the twist, you may want to bump your shoulders more to the left and open your right arm out to the right. You could stay here and be slack and passive, or either draw a half circle around your body with your right fingertips staying low to the floor. You even could draw a whole circle around your body, and that will roll you into and then back out of the twist. If you're taking these circles, let them go both directions. And notice where, or as you pass through the circle, you think you might like to land. When you're ready to stay still, extend your right arm out where it feels best. And let's take 3 or 4 breaths. To finish the sequence, we'll angle our knees up, our feet down, square your hips off, square your shoulders off, and end where you started with your knees hugging in towards your chest.